Dexter.
Dexter. So we're with Dexter and Samela Harris. Dexter, we have a question for you. It's World Social Media Day as we record, and cat videos have driven the internet thus far. What can you do for us?
Dexter, what can you do?
Oh,
Yes, you
look at
can.
that.
You can. You're a love, aren't you? Yes, I've been with these boys. Yes.
Does Dexter go on your travels with you?
Yes, Dexter rides up and down. He's got his crate, and he pops in his cat crate in the car with a seatbelt. And the clever thing Dexter does is that he's litter trained. So before we travel, he always has a pee. He pees before travel.
Pees before travel.
He pees before travel so he doesn't have an accident in his crate, and I think that is pretty impressive.
Peace, children.
It's his main trick. He's a litter-trained cat.
And one last question, Dexter. Do you critique the food that Samela gives you in the way that she critiques the theatre?
Dexter has to say he's extremely discerning with food, very, very, very fussy. And he won't eat the most exquisite human things. He will not eat roast chicken or prawns or beautiful raw meat. You like raw meat, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind if it's not organic. And you like cat soup for breakfast. He has cat soup for breakfast. He's very fond of cat soup.
Cat soup?
Yes, cat soup. Don't you give that to your cat? Cat soup.
No. Where do you get the cats from?
Oh, that's a corny old question, isn't it?
That's cool.
Very good.
God, you know what I didn't do?
What?
Radio. Dress.
Oh, neither do we. Look at
I've got
Nigel.
no lippy.
I never dress for the radio.
No, we've got video. This is not on. Mama, what do you think? My mother would send me straight away to change and put respectable clothes on.
Bit of a downward glance there.
Yes.
And tell us about this painting.
This is a painting by Ivor Francis, who was an art critic, a painter, one of the pivotal modernist painters of the South Australian Modernist School and the Contemporary Art Society, and many years the art critic for the Advertiser. And it's a beautiful portrait of my father. It's the most beautiful. His use of these subtle colours, everybody swoons for it.
What strikes me is the colours are subtle, but the eyes are piercing.
Yes, it's a fantastic. And of course, my dad was about 20 at this stage because he was a prodigy. And this is a treasure. And Ivor gave it to my dad when he was an old man. They had this little ceremony, and Ivor brought him this painting and said.
I must say, paintings like this just show the difference between painting and photography. I don't think a photograph could evoke everything that this painting does.
No.
Because it leaves gaps for your imagination.
Yeah.
And memories.
Yeah, and it's also the interpretation of the artist. You know, there's kinship and all sorts of other things. Anyway, it's a beautiful painting, and I'm the curator of it. I look after it.
And the interpretation of this podcast will be up to you, dear listener, tonight when it comes out. We have Samela Harris with us. She takes us on a journey through different continents, different times, different pursuits, different people, all sorts. We learn so much tonight, and so many different names you'll hear that you already know. Samela, what do you remember of the program tonight? What would you say to someone if they asked you to define this program? Give us the polite version now. You can give your friends a different version tomorrow.
I would say that I was stimulated to talk about a lot of things by somebody who had done their homework rather well, and is a bit of a pro. And has a good voice and modulation, pronunciation. So I think I'd give my thumbs ups to Steve here. And Nigel, you know, if you're going to have a wingman, can't beat it.
Can we just have a little subtitle, Nigel Wingman? Just about that'd be beautiful. Look, thank you. It's been fun. The Is It
Nigel's
News?
going to kill me now.
Oh, It's amazing.
He's too gentle.
He does take a lot. One day he'll snap, but until such time...
He's an artist.
Nigel, how would you describe the show? Did it meet your expectations?
Very interesting. Not enough time. We're going to have to redo this in a year's time and finish it off.
I do hope we get invited back.
Yes.
It'll be so good.
What
Many,
about
many, many stories we didn't get to
Does
cover.
the cat... No, I'll just get the
Yes.
cat.
Oops, sorry.
Oh no, I scared him.
Oh, we did.
I scared him, so there's no cat.
Oh,
Sorry, Dexter.
well, we've done our best
It's
to
his fault.
blame me. It's because I'm
Sorry,
fighting.
I've been taught tonight. Blame Nigel.
I've been fighting for Vivi, my cat, you see. Dexter's now out of the
Like
picture.
not.
All right, it comes out tonight at the adelaideshow.com.au. Hope you can listen, download it, share it with friends, and enjoy.
No, he's got a catio out here.
What? A catio.
Catio? That's the junk area.
Just for the record, in this world of cats, the humans are staying, but the cat's now doing the hissy fit. The cat is the prima donna.
Come on, boy.
You scared me.
Yes. Sorry, Dexter.
Nope, that one cut it.
There is a human here, happy to be centre stage.